So here I am on the second day of the brand new Ardmore train station, or rather the fully renovated Ardmore train station. So this is the brand new station, fully ADA accessible with its own shelter. So we got non-hostile benches on the platform, as well as a little waiting room area on this side, the Paoli/Harrisburg side. Oh, it's actually, you have heat lamps. These have heat lamps. Okay, that's very good. So you got heat lamps as well as some shielding from the outside wind. Here you got your SEPTA route map here, a brand new shiny SEPTA route map, as well as your heat tap readers. Oh no!
And it's missing Wawa. This must be the same map they had at the with the old station.
September 2015. This is a brand new station, but they're using a 10-year-old map. Okay, that's definitely a choice. Whoops. Oh yeah. AT&T Sports Complex, no Franklin Square on Patco, no Wawa station. Oopsie. What did the old station look like?
Not that I can remember a ton because I wasn't riding much back then, but I think it's more or less the same layout as before. There's an underpass when you go down the elevator, the stairs, waiting room on that side that's been completely redone, but it was in the same spot before. I don't think the old one had elevators though. But yeah, I used to use that underpass as a shortcut on my walks back when I lived here, and glad to see this station back in its true form.
So as you saw with that Amtrak train and that SEPTA train, but especially the Amtrak train, that's why this station was built, because Amtrak plans to make every Keystone stop fully accessible and with high-level platforms. So that's why this station received a high-level platform, because this is also an Amtrak stop, and they're currently building high-level platforms in Coatesville, soon Downingtown, and eventually Parksburg. One thing I find interesting is that the old low-level platforms are still there, so those have not been closed off. Those are still open. Trains won't be stopping there anymore, but they're still open. I do wonder though if they're probably gonna close the stairway though that goes over to the Suburban Square parking lot. Of Suburban Square, there's a whole shopping center, a whole massive shopping center right next to the station, which is now very much easily accessible, since there's both a ramp and a set of stairs that'll take you directly, and I mean directly, into the heart of the shopping center. And as you can see with that Shake Shack there, got a little mural of a Silverliner 5 there. Got some signage there. Now it's time for the elevator. All right, so this is the elevator. Brand new elevator smell. You also have nice glass here. Oh, there we go. And now we're at T for the underground tunnel. Not bad there. So you got a walkway there, and oh my goodness, you have a very, very tiny little walkway to get to the other side of the platform. Hello. I'm doing a station review.
Oh, this tunnel is nice.
I'm reviewing the station. What is that? What do you have there?
A little tiny camera. I too am reviewing the station.
Oh. All right, now we're over here. Now we have to review the other elevator. They're fast, and they got the see-through glass as well.
Monitored for your pleasure.
One, two, there we go. So there it closes, and you got the firefighter button, and we got more glass over there.
Is legally required they have a telephone? They do. I do not see where we go and get the inspection sticker. Maybe it hasn't been inspected yet. That's.
Oh yeah, the inspection's blank.
Huh.
It's too new.
It still has the new elevator smell.
Yeah. And then
This is where I came in from, and they had this all extended because that was where the station used to be
yeah.
temporarily, and now it's finally back to where it is.
But you could still access it. They didn't close it off yet.
Yeah, which is actually really nice. That's where I parked.
Yeah, because I guess that's still considered a parking lot for this. And then you got your Amtrak board, even though Amtrak has zero, and I mean zero info here, so no information.
Nice. Current time is.
Yeah, there's no clock here.
Look, there's no clock on that board. There's no clock anywhere in the station.
Yeah, and on the top here you have a nice logo for Ardmore, but that would be a good spot for a clock, but there's no clock. And then we have your beautiful waiting room, which in typical SEPTA fashion, yeah, is locked except during morning peak times. But you got a nice Ardmore signage there. You got bathrooms. You got tons of seating. You also got water fountains. So when this is ever open, this is a nice place to sit. But unfortunately, when it's locked, on the Philly side of the platform, there's no shelter. So you just have to come here when the building happens to be open. Here you have a massive stairway, as well as a wheelchair ramp, but a massive, absolutely massive stairway that takes you right into downtown Ardmore. And then you got your beautiful signage up there, and also bike parking, tons and tons of stalls to put bikes.
No one will use this.
No. And then you got your wastebasket and recycling right there. And then you got your parking thingies here.
Wait.
What?
Wait, that doesn't make sense. I thought this is city parking. So you do it with Park Mobile.
Yeah, what was that?
What the fuck?
Oh, this just rebooted itself. There was the rebooting sound for the thingy.
Please tell me you got that.
I did. I'm still filming.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, we got more parking here, a temporary porta potty, more waste baskets. We got a wheelchair ramp, and down there more waste baskets. You got another elevator ramp. So this platform could definitely hold very long trains. And again, super easy access to downtown. You just walk there, go up here, boom, your train's right here. Very nice.
A grounding lug.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, all this big metal thing has like a rod. Oh, here it is. And that goes into the ground. It's for safety reasons and stuff.
I wonder if
also probably helps prevent corrosion.
Is this another bike thing? I wonder what this thing is for. Or is it made for e-scooters?
Oh no, you know what this might, well no, because it's not, you know how they have that like big metal slab that they can dish out so that way you can get your wheelchair onto the level boarding platform? Yeah. That might be stored here.
Oh, look at that. We got,
I don't think so. Oh no,
I've never seen that before.
No, that's where it's stored right here.
Yeah. No, I've never seen that sign. It tells you where the quiet car is. So I guess the first car of all SEPTA trains will stop here, and so it tells you exactly where the quiet car is. I've never seen that before. That's new.
This is a SEPTA line. Okay.
Yeah, and this is actually pretty nice. If you're in a wheelchair, it actually gives you the markings directly to the wheelchair spaces. That's pretty nice. And
well, it's certainly cheaper to park here than it is across the street in the Italia lot.
And I mean, it's a decent sized lot, but it's not too big.
No, but like seriously, the lot
it's
next
okay
door,
sized.
It's like a quarter gives you 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's not good for long term.
They really jacked up the price.
And also, this whole street was closed. This street reopened with the station. This was all closed off.
So wide now. Oh my god, I can actually get through here. There's still no stop sign at like that 3-way, 4-way intersection there where there's like, which is a giant hazard.
Yeah, but you got some restaurants there. That's the full downtown. So I think this is a pretty excellent station, especially considering how long it took them to make it. Well, I don't know. I guess I'll rate this 8 out of 10. I wish it had a clock and better shelter on the Philadelphia, New York side, but otherwise this is a very, very good brand new train station. Friends agree with me.